Kevin Harvick was done racing, or so everyone thought. But on one January night in Las Vegas, he came back for a different reason. He did not return to win races. He returned to fix the sport where it really begins. On January 24, a quiet but powerful shift took place in American short track racing. Under the desert lights of the Bullring at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a track that has existed for decades without ever fully capturing national attention, a new chapter officially began. The stands were packed, the pacing was sharp, the atmosphere felt intentional, and for the first time in a long time, West Coast short track racing felt like it was moving forward instead of simply surviving. At the center of this moment stood Kevin Harvick, not as a driver chasing one more victory, but as a leader with a different mission. This was not about nostalgia, it was about repair. Harvick, alongside longtime promoter Tim Huddleston, has taken over the promotion of the Bullring with a clear goal: revitalize short track racing by fixing what has been ignored for years at the grassroots level. For decades, racing has tried to solve its problems from the top down. Bigger TV deals, new car designs, rule changes meant to attract casual viewers. But the foundation of the sport has continued to erode quietly. Local tracks struggled with attendance. Young drivers lacked clear pathways. Fans felt disconnected from the stars they once grew up watching. Harvick understands this because he lived it. His career did not start on national television. It started on short tracks, where identity, discipline, and respect for the craft were built one lap at a time. The Bullring represents that beginning point. It is a place where drivers learn racecraft in tight quarters, where mistakes are punished instantly, where personalities develop naturally. Yet for years, the venue lacked consistent vision. It survived on history and loyalty, but survival is not growth. January 24th marked the first time the track truly felt like it had direction. From the moment fans entered the gates, the difference was obvious. The production quality stood out immediately. The lighting, sound, race flow, and organization reflected a level of professionalism usually reserved for touring series. There was no sense of chaos or delay. The program moved with purpose. Each race felt connected to the next, creating a rhythm that kept the crowd engaged rather than exhausted. Fans noticed. Within hours, social media filled with praise for the experience. Many longtime attendees commented that it felt like watching the track finally reach its potential. New fans commented on how approachable and exciting the environment felt. That balance is rare. Appealing to loyal supporters while welcoming new ones is one of the hardest challenges in racing. The Bullring managed it on opening night. The racing itself delivered the substance needed to back up the presentation. Veteran driver Peterson swept the opening day events, giving the night a clear competitive storyline. That mattered. Racing is not just about laps and finishes. It is about narratives fans can follow, heroes and rivals, momentum and dominance. By the end of the night, the crowd had witnessed more than just clean execution. They had seen a story begin to form. What made the moment resonate beyond Las Vegas was the person behind it. Kevin Harvick did not need this project. He retired from full-time competition with nothing left to prove. Championships, major victories, and one of the longest and most respected careers of his era already define his legacy. He could have stayed comfortably in broadcasting, offering analysis and opinions from a distance. Instead, he chose involvement. The viral angle that quickly spread captured the essence of the moment. The legend returns, not to race, not to chase attention, but to rebuild the sport from the bottom up. That narrative struck a chord because it felt genuine. Harvick did not arrive with grand speeches or self-promotion. He arrived with structure, standards, and accountability. His partnership with Tim Huddleston is critical to understanding why this effort feels different. Huddleston brings decades of experience in track promotion and management. He understands logistics, scheduling, and the unglamorous details that determine whether a race night succeeds or fails. Harvick brings credibility, vision, and a deep understanding of what drivers and fans actually want. Together, they form a rare balance between experience and influence. This new era of the Bullring is not designed as a one-night spectacle. It is a long-term plan built around consistency, clear rules, reliable scheduling, professional presentation, most importantly, respect for racers and fans alike. Short track racing suffers when competitors feel uncertain about what they are investing in. Teams need to know the rules will be enforced fairly. Drivers need to trust the environment. Fans need to feel their time, and money are valued. Opening night showed those principles in action. The significance of this moment extends beyond Las Vegas. For years, West Coast racing has felt isolated from the sport's power centers. Many talented drivers struggled to gain recognition simply because of geography. Tracks operated independently without unified vision. The Bullring now stands as a potential blueprint. It shows what can happen when leadership prioritizes fundamentals rather than quick fixes. Las Vegas is a strategic choice. The city already understands entertainment, it attracts diverse audiences, it has infrastructure that supports major events. By anchoring this project in Las Vegas, Harvick and Huddleston are positioning the Bullring as more than a local track. They are positioning it as a destination, a place where regional talent can be showcased properly and where national attention can eventually return organically. The emotional weight of the night came from what it represented. For longtime fans, it felt like validation, proof that short-track racing still matters. For younger fans, it offered an entry point that felt modern without losing authenticity. For drivers, it signaled opportunity to race in an environment that takes their craft seriously. Harvick's presence throughout the night reinforced that message. He was visible, engaged, and attentive, not distant, not ceremonial. He interacted with teams, observed operations, and treated the event with the same seriousness he once gave championship races. That behavior sets tone. When leadership shows care, everyone else follows. This approach reflects Harvick's broader understanding of racing culture. He knows that the sport thrives when its grassroots are healthy. Kids need heroes they can touch. Families need affordable, exciting nights out. Drivers need clear pathways that reward discipline and skill. None of that is created through marketing alone. It is created through environment. The Bullring's relaunch emphasized environment above all else. From the cleanliness of the facility to the clarity of announcements, everything felt intentional. There was no sense of rushing to impress. Instead, there was a sense of confidence in doing things correctly. As the season unfolds, expectations will rise. Sustaining momentum is harder than creating it, but the foundation laid on January 24th suggests this project understands that challenge. The goal is not viral moments alone. It is trust. Trust built race by race, season by season. The larger implication is philosophical. Racing does not need saving through radical reinvention. It needs stewardship. It needs leaders willing to invest time and credibility where it matters most. Kevin Harvick's decision to step into this role sends a message across the sport. Retirement does not mean disappearance. Experience does not lose value. Legacy can be active. The Bullring did not simply reopen, it reintroduced itself with clarity and purpose. January 24th will be remembered not just as opening night, but as a signal that West Coast short-track racing has leadership again. A signal that the roots of the sport still matter. A signal that the future does not have to abandon the past to move forward. If this new era continues with the same discipline and intent shown on opening night, the Bullring may become more than a local success story. It may become a reference point. Proof that when racing is treated with respect, fans respond, drivers commit, and momentum follows naturally. Kevin Harvick did not return to racing to relive what he already accomplished. He returned to protect what made it possible in the first place. And on a cool January night in Las Vegas, that mission officially began.